We've really enjoyed our weekend here at Onondaga Cave State Park.
This state park campground is southwest of St. Louis. It was our very first camping experience in our A-frame camper. The campground is nice, but the cave is the feature. Our second campground for the year was the Illini Campground at Eldon Hazlet State Park on Carlisle Lake.
This is the north end of the campground, and right now it's actually closed to vehicle traffic and camping. But lots of sites, lots of room.
There were several amenities to this campground. There's a playground, as well as a bathhouse, and a swimming pool, and a camp store. These sites down here that were the low number sites were the ones with the best view of the lake.
We had a good night at camp, and we're gonna go explore just a little bit more of Giant City State Park before we head out.
This state park in Illinois is known for its giant rocks and bluffs. The hiking here is some of the best in the area.
To the campground at Onondaga State Park, we also have our guests with us, which we told you we were coming with the Beer Belly Travelers. They're in the back seat. Dana and Eileen are back there.
We are back here.
And Eileen picked an awesome campsite right along the lake shore at Onondaga State Park.
We're looking for campsite number 5.
Campsite number 5 is what we're looking for. So we will show you around once we get in here.
This campground is located on Black Lake in northern Michigan.
We have a really crappy spot to camp for the night. And Alpha's all set up, and the tent's all set up, and we are gonna go find some hiking trails.
In fact, this was a beautiful campsite. We had so much fun here, just sitting and watching the waves on the lake. We had a campfire, as well as some time to fly the drone that night. For Memorial Day, we were lucky to get a spot at Hawn State Park.
We are at Hawn State Park Campground, and we're going to give you a tour.
This campground is pretty small. It's only got 50 sites, varying from electric and water hookups to walk-in camping sites.
Well, since we've got an RV, we're going to be doing a lot more camping this year. And as part of that, we'll be doing more campground reviews. So if you're interested in that information, go ahead and subscribe.
This weekend, Matt and I are at Long Branch State Park near Macon, Missouri.
We're going to take you on a tour of the park, show you a flooded lake, and maybe even talk about some bats.
There are 83 campsites at Long Branch Lake Campground. All but 13 of them are electric sites, and most are reservable. The weekend we were there, Long Branch Lake was very flooded. There wasn't any swimming to be done, but the camping was wonderful, and the campground hosts were very kind. As we headed west, one of our campground stops was Cherry Creek State Park Campground in Denver, Colorado. We were only here one night, but they have 135 sites varying from full hookups to tent sites. Our next stop in Colorado was the James M. Robb Colorado River State Park. It is near Fruita and has 63 campsites and this laundromat.
Matt and I are camping in Fruita, Colorado, and we are going to get to go exploring in Colorado National Monument.
The whole reason we picked this campground was so we could have views like this.
As you can see, we're in camp. We got Elf over there and our screened-in tent porch over here. And it's pretty okay campground. We got an electric site and everything. And today we're going to be taking you on our first day in Grand Teton National Park.
Our road trip for the summer took us out to Grand Teton National Park. We enjoyed the hiking and camping in the park. Our home base was Grovant Campground. None of the sites there are reservable. One camping spot on the way home was at Kurt Gowdy State Park near Cheyenne. We got there after the booth had closed, but we did find our wonderful site along one of the reservoirs, just in time for sunset. For Labor Day, we were able to reserve a campsite at Merrimack State Park down near Sullivan, Missouri.
We are headed down into the campground now, and the yellow color is just the electric sites. There are some with electric and water. The green are basic sites. And then up here are the full hookups with sewer and everything, and over there. We are headed now down from the camp store to the gate.
This campground is one of the largest in the state of Missouri, with over 200 campsites and 3 very large group sites. Merrimack State Park is right on the Merrimack River. It is a popular destination for floating, canoeing, kayaking. There's a cave in the state park, as well as several hiking trails. Our final campground for 2019 was Sam A. Baker State Park down in southeast Missouri. For this weekend, we joined our friends John and Amy from Big Crazy Outdoor Adventures for hiking, camping, and camp cooking. We just had a great time. There are 3 campgrounds here at Sam A. Baker State Park with over 200 campsites. We stayed in Campground 2, right across from the shower house, and our campsite was quite large with a common ground behind it. One of the main activities at Sam A. Baker State Park is hiking on the bluffs over the river. 2019 was the start of our RV camping adventure. We know that it won't be our last year. We had so many fun adventures and found so many new places to visit that we can't wait for 2020. Hope you've enjoyed this review. If you have questions, please leave them in the comments below. Until next time, this is Kay and Matt from Happy Trails Hiking. Thanks for watching.